Hi guys! Today is day 4 and I'm so excited that we're going to be talking about detoxification. We're also going to be talking about why antioxidants are a girl's best friend. So before we get started, I just want to remind you that you can find all the video materials and all the email info in the archive page. You can go to nourishmel.com/clearerskin to get that, and the password is clearerskin. So don't worry if you haven't caught up. I know this is a lot of info, but you will always have that page to access whatever you need. So today we're going to be talking about detoxification. So recall yesterday we were talking about xenoestrogens and all those endocrine disrupting chemicals that Jane was unknowingly putting on her skin because she didn't know any better, right? So today we're going to be talking about what happens to all these toxins when we get them from our beauty products, from our air, from home, from water. What happens to them, and why does it cause inflammation, and how does our body work to actually not prevent that from happening? And I just want to say that our bodies also produce toxins by itself. So toxins are produced in the body by the breakdown of nutrients and hormones, and also bacterial waste found in the gut. So just imagine your liver is like a powerhouse. It is the most hardworking organ in the system. Everything that comes into the liver is going to be processed, it's going to be broken down. The liver ultimately transforms all these fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble ones in order for it to be excreted through the bile. And so I want you to think about this like in a 3-stage process, right? So detoxification, it really includes phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So phase 1 and phase 2 occur in the liver, and phase 3 is basically excretion. And we're going to be talking more about excretion tomorrow. Excretion, involves pooping and sweating and urinating. And we're going to be talking about that tomorrow, but today I want to focus on phase 1 and phase 2. So just imagine this. Jane, she uses all these body products and she doesn't know what's happening. She's eating all these processed food. She's having alcohol that increases the load on the liver. So basically in her liver right now, what's happening is that all these toxins, they come into phase 1. Phase 1 uses enzymes to kind of break it down into smaller units. And so once it's broken down, it actually forms these things called metabolites, which are toxic. And they can form free radicals and contribute to oxidative stress. So in between phase 1 and phase 2, there's a middle point where your body's actually receiving a lot of oxidative stress. And this is where antioxidants come in. Aha! Do you realize that the word antioxidant is kind of similar to oxidative stress? So this is where eating right, choosing the right lifestyle choices can really affect the enzymes that are functioning in this process. So let's say you eat cruciferous veggies here, if you eat berries, if you eat garlic, apples, beet, carrots, these will all help to increase phase 1 detoxification. And basically what we don't want is for all these products to be stuck here, right? A buildup in the middle is not good. It has to be shunted quickly to phase 2. And phase 2 is going to enable them to be really broken down even more into a safer compound. And then from there, the liver will transfer it to bile in the intestines, where bile will kind of package it up and then, poop, it goes out through the poop. So this is basically how detoxification happens. And the choices we make in our modern society increases phase 1 dramatically. And phase 1, it's good, right? But it produces a lot of these toxic and reactive metabolites. And we don't want to just stop there. We want to get it down the phase 2 pathway also. And a little word on this, so xenoestrogens and, with regard to women, when we have PMS and when we have estrogen dominance, it means that our estrogen is not being broken down very appropriately, and to a safer level in the liver. And this is probably because we have a lot of lack of nutrients in our diet. We're eating a lot of sugar, we're making our bodies really inflamed, and all the hormones, for example estrogen, all the estrogen is, it goes through phase 1, yeah, it's all good, but then without the phase 2, the inducing of the phase 2 is not going to be excreted through the bile, through the poop. And what happens to what happens to excess toxins that don't get excreted? It actually recirculates back into your body, and this will cause inflammation in the skin. And so some symptoms of decongested liver includes skin rashes. It affects the digestive system, so you might have bloating or irritable bowel syndrome, you might have acne, rosacea. Those are all signs of your liver being congested. And also what I said earlier about excessive PMS, maybe you're having some kind of hot flash, like all these signs are points to the fact that your liver may not be functioning very well. And so I want to just share that, we can actually really control the amount of detoxification that's happening in our body. So as I said, that all these enzymes play a role in all these phases, and our lifestyle choices can affect phase 1 and phase 2 accordingly. We can either speed it up or reduce it. Right now, our modern society speeds phase 1 up, but our phase 2 is really sluggish. So we really want to concentrate on that as well. So cruciferous vegetables help phase 1. In phase 2, you want to focus on magnesium. You want to focus on other products like choline, B vitamins, and all of these you can get through a variety of vegetables and fruits. And so this is what Jane, should be kind of thinking about, once she starts to break out. Maybe she gains some awareness through some education, or if she's working with a health coach. In the following week, I would like to see her sort of load up on all these anti-inflammatory foods, including cruciferous vegetables, and hopefully get her inflammation down so that her acne will begin to go away. And that's all for today. I broke it down really simple because detoxification is actually really complex. It goes through a lot of chemical reactions. And sometimes when you Google, you see terms like methylation or glucuronidation, glutathione, and you're like, I don't understand this, right? And so hopefully this video would help you understand that there are 2 phases in the liver, basically. Your eating habits or your eating choices can affect them. So definitely you want to choose specifically antioxidants also in your diet to help with reducing oxidative stress. And that's all for today. So go to the Facebook group today. Your task is to comment on your favorite cruciferous vegetable and how you like to prepare it. Ooh, I'm excited. And I will go onto Facebook later to do my live as usual, and I will share more examples of how certain foods can help to improve the detox process, and also my favorite way of cooking cruciferous vegetables. And until then, stay tuned because tomorrow we're going to be talking about excretion and bowel movements, so that will be exciting.